Okay, so today we'll do exam 1 exercise. This is also used as a study guide over chapter 1, 2, 3, and 4. The instruction for this, for best results of this exercise, make sure you study chapter 1, 2, 3, and 4 before taking this exercise. And prepare some pieces of paper and pens or pencil to write your answer. There will be about 2 or 3 seconds after each question to write your answer on paper before the answer key is given and explain. Note, you can pause the video if you need more time. After finish the exercise, check your answers, how many are correct and how many are incorrect. Repeat the process until you get 100% correct answer. Make sure that the 100% correct answer are based on your knowledge, not from your guessings. It is very likely that you will get a very good score on your exam 1 if you follow this instruction correctly. Okay, we start with number 1. PRN is the abbreviation for A, B, C, or D. So PRN is for as needed. Okay, so it is actually from Latin word pro re nata, mean as the thing is needed. Okay, so the answer is as needed. CBC is the abbreviation for A, B, C, or D. This one should be easy because this is abbreviations as a English language, which is complete blood count. So gonna be complete blood count, CBC. Okay, that's the answer. Number 3, LOC is the abbreviation for A, B, C, or D. This is also easy because this is English language, which is L, level of consciousness. So this should be the answer for that. PO is the abbreviation for. So this is a Latin word. So O is related to mouth. Okay, O, oral, or os, which is mouth. Okay, so PO mean by mouth. Okay, so PO actually mean per os or by mouth. NPO. Okay, so this is also Latin word. This is, if you see PO is by mouth, then N is actually mean no or nil. Okay, nil mean no. So this is mean nothing by mouth. So NPO, nil per os, nothing by mouth. The physician has documented the patient had an AMI. The nurse understand the patient experience what? AMI. So this is also American or English language. So A, acute myocardial infarction. So it should be this answer. The physicians order the medication to be administered BID. So BID. The nurse will administer the medication how often? B, okay, A, B, C, or D. So B, this is usually 2 or twice. Okay, so it's gonna be this one. Okay, you see B is mean twice. So twice a day. word roots are used to A, B, C, or D. So this root, okay, is used for identify the root, which is basic. Okay, so basic meaning. This is to identify the basic meaning. Disease, which one refer to disease? A, B, C, or D? Of course, bio is not, because bio means life, micro, small. Viro, this is a viral or virus, and should be this one, patho. Okay? Patho means disease. Now, pathology, okay, pathology will be, logy means study or science. So it's going to be study of disease. A, B, C, or D? It's going to be C, study of disease. Hepatomegaly. Which one? A, B, C, or D? So hepa, okay, over here, mean liver. Okay. Mega mean large. Okay. So from this, you should be able to know the meaning. Okay. This is enlargement of liver. So when someone have a liver disease, sometimes their liver become enlarged. It's called a hepatomegaly. The plural of nucleus is A, B, C, or D. Okay, now this is the general rule. If you ask US over here, then the plural will be changed with I. Okay, so that's kind of the general rule for making plural from the singular using US. So nucleus will be nuclei. Okay, so nuclei. If it is cactus, then it will be cacti. Okay, like this. So US change with I. That's the general rule for making plural from US. Okay, the end with US. So it's gonna be this one. The plural of bacterium is A, B, C, or D. So this is another rule, kind of general rule. If you see the singular end with UM, then you just change it with A. Okay, so just change that letters with A. So bacterium, this is singular. The plural will be bacteria. Bacteria. A lot of bacterium is bacteria. Okay, now we already mentioned this. The plural of fungus is A, B, C, or D. Again, remember the general rule, US, just change with I. Fungus gonna be fungi. Okay, so that should be the answer. Scapula. The plural of scapula is A, B, C, or D. Now, this is general rule for if you is the word end with A, okay, then to make it plural, you just add letter E, okay, letter E. So it's gonna be scapulae over here. So scapula becomes scapulae. So this is the general rule for making plural if the word end with A. Okay, so again, okay, so this is the answer, scapulae. Again, the rule, if it is S, US, then the plural will be I. So this is singular, plural. Okay, US and with I. Example, okay, nucleus become nuclei. Okay, just change with I. If it is then just change with A. Okay, like for example, phylum. Okay, many phylum will be phyla. Okay, bacterium, bacteria. If it is end with A, then just add letter E. Okay, like scapula become scapulae. That's a kind of the rule for making plural from singular. Now, this is about prefix. Okay, prefix dys, D-Y-S, identifies A, B, C, or D. So just remember, you have this function, right? This function. It means that it's not functional, which is abnormal. So it's going to be abnormal. Prefix D or B or die or by, okay? Sometimes we pronounce it D or B, sometimes die, sometimes by, okay? Usually D or B. So these two words over here have a very similar meaning, mean two or twice. Okay, so the answer will be two or twice. Okay, like for example, there is a rule of naming organisms called the binomial. Okay, so bi means two, nomial name. So every species will have two names because following this rule, binomial, okay, which is meaning two. Now prefix A. A mean A, B, C, or D. So usually A or an, okay, if it is in the front, is with the prefix, it usually mean no or without. Okay, let's say cellular. Cellular means cell. So acellular mean without cell, something like that. Okay, like for example, virus, they are acellular. Virus do not have cell. This means without or no. The prefix anti or anti means, this is easy because this is a very common prefix, is mean against. Okay, against, anti or anti mean against. MB, okay, MB, like ambiguous. Okay, what does that mean? So B over here, remember, it is telling you two, right? Or with this word, it's become both, okay? Both side, left or right. Okay, for example, MP, both. The prefix ante, like anterior, for example. Okay, so ante. What does that mean? A, B, C, or T? So ante mean before. Okay, before. The prefix add means A, B, C, or D. Okay, so like for example, this is our body. Okay, when we move our body from outside, the arms over here, from outside to inside is called adduction. So you have add over here. So add means going toward, okay, toward the middle side or or to our body. Okay, so toward. So toward. So add means toward. The prefix ab. So this is actually ab is actually opposite of add. So if add is toward, then ab will be away. Okay, so will be away. So like for example, when we move our arm from here, okay, from middle to outside, it's called ab. Okay, abduction. Okay, just remember, when alien abduct a girls or a kid, it's gonna be away from. So this is gonna be away. The prefix auto. Auto means A, B, C, or D. So it's gonna be easy. Okay, this is American or English word. Auto means self. Okay, automatic, self-matics is done by itself. So auto means self. The prefix Brady means, okay, so Brady, like someone have bradycardia, it's a slow heart rate. So Brady means slow. Okay, now the prefix by or B again, is same like D or die, means two or twice. Now the prefix die, again, this is the same as by or be, it means twice or double. About prefix three, okay, so after D or die, you have three or try. It's gonna be thrice or three. Okay. So when doctor, for example, write down BID, it means that twice a day. When they write down TID, it means 3 times a day. Okay, so try or three or thrice. This is for that prefix. The prefix apo. Apo means this is derive. Derive from. Brachy. Okay, brachy. A, B, C, or D. Brachy means short. Short. Remember, Brady. Close. This is brachy. This is short. Kata. Okay, kata, like catabolism. Now, what is catabolism? This is chemical reaction that decompose bigger molecules to smaller molecules. In other words, this is break, okay, breakdown. Okay, so breakdown reaction. So kata mean breakdown, which is from bigger to small. This is also, sorry, the down over here. It's a breakdown. Okay, so that's the kata. The prefix a or an. I think we already mentioned this. A or an is mean without or no. The prefix co, it means, okay, like co-producers is mean together. The prefix ecto means, so ecto, so if you say ecto, then opposite of ecto is endo. Ecto is going to be outside, okay, outside. The endo will be inside. Okay, so ecto means outside. Oh, I think we already have this one. Ecto means outside. And then endo, mean inside or inside or within. Okay, so that's the endo, which is opposite of ecto. How about epi? Epi, okay, so epi, like epidermis, for example. Okay, this is mean on the top, which is over. Okay, if you have skin, the top layer is called the epidermis. Okay, and then you have endodermis. Okay, in this case, epi means over on the top, endo means lower layer, inside layer. Exo, it is very similar with ecto. Exo is mean also outside. So exo is really similar with ecto. Sometimes use exo, sometimes use ecto. It depends on the words, the meaning, the condition. Like exoskeleton, for example, for some insects, they have exoskeleton. Their skeleton is actually outside their body. Okay? Compared to us, our skeleton is inside. Our bone is inside. The prefix x, okay, this is very similar again with exo, ecto, which is out or outside. Infra, okay, prefix infra, A, B, C, or D. So infra means beneath. Okay, so this one beneath, infrared. After red, there is a light spectrum called the infrared, which is slower, okay, or longer than the red spectrum beneath the red. Hyper, okay, we heard this around. Hyper, okay, what is hyper? A, B, C, or D? Of course, hyper is above norms. It's not norms, okay? It's not normal, but it is above normal. It's really higher, okay? Higher or above norm. The opposite of hyper will be hypo, which is below, okay? Below norm. Hemi, okay, hemi, A, B, C, or D. Hemi mean is not full, but it is half, okay, only half. It is just like semi, is not full, it's half. The prefix inter, okay, inter, A, B, C, or D. Okay, this is going to be easy because this is also English word. Okay, international, which is between nation. Okay, so inter means between. The prefix iso, iso means, so iso is the same. Okay, if you have meaning iso, okay, like hypotonic is a solution called the hypotonic, isotonic, okay, and hypertonic. Okay, so this is below norm, this is the same or norm, okay, and this is above norm. Okay, so iso means the same. The prefix mal, okay, means A, B, C, or D. Mal means bad. Okay, maybe you have heard about malaria. It's actually coming from this name. This is bad. This is air. Okay, so people at that time don't know where that malaria coming from. They say it is because of bad air. This is actually not. This is actually disease that carried by mosquito. Okay? So mosquito carry that disease causing malaria. Okay? But people at that time didn't know. They call it bad air or malaria. Mal means bad. The prefix meso. Okay, meso. So you have ecto, meso, endo. Ecto, meso, endo. Right? So this is outside. This is inside. Okay. So what does meso mean? In the between, okay, which is middle. Okay. Mesoderm is middle layer. The prefix mega. Okay, we already mentioned that before. Okay. A, B, C, or D. Mega means large. Large. Macro. This is very similar with mega. Right? Which one is going to be? A, B, C, or D? It's going to be the same. Large. Macroorganism, large organism or big organism. Macromolecules, big molecules. Now the opposite of macro will be micro. So micro. Okay? So this is opposite. So opposite of large will be small. The prefix of mono. Mono. Okay? A, B, C, or D. Okay, we heard this a lot. Mono. Okay, mono means single. Now, the opposite of mono will be multi. Okay, so mono, multi. Okay, okay, you have mono is the same as uni. Okay, it means single. Then the opposite is multi or poly. It's the same thing, mean many. Okay, so multi mean many. Uni, we just mentioned that. Which one is that? A, B, C, or D? It will be this. It's the same as mono, single. How about poly? We just mentioned that this is the same as multi, mean many. The prefix of pan, A, B, C, or D. Now, just remember pandemic. Okay, pandemic. So demic mean dispersals, maybe disease. Okay. So what is pandemic mean? It means that it's dispersed all over the world. So therefore, pan mean all. The prefix per means, okay, per A, B, C, or D is mean through. Para, okay, para. Para means A, B, C, or D. Mean beside. The prefix of re, this is an English word. Okay. So repeat, for example, replay, for example. So it means that again, again, and again. The meaning of pause. Okay. Pause. A, B, C, or D. So pause means after. Okay, after. So we have pre mean before, like prehistoric, before historic, because before there is a written history, then after that is called post. After. The prefix sub means, okay, submarine, for example. What is that? Okay, this is the one that go under the water. Okay, sub mean under. Okay, now dysmenorrhea, especially women, they have this kind of feeling, dysmenorrhea, which is mean difficult, difficult menses. Mal, okay, again, we have mals before. So this is malabsorption. Remember, mal mean bad, right? This is bad absorption of food. So which one is going to be A, B, C, or D? If it is bad, it means that it's not enough. This is inadequate absorption. So the intestine, for example, unable to absorb the food. What does the prefix tachy? So this one is tachy over here. Tachycardia mean. So cardia mean heart. Okay, this is heart rate. Okay, so tachy is actually opposite of brady. Remember, brady means slow, then tachy means fast. Okay, so fast. So again, brady, slow. Okay, bradycardia. Tachy mean fast. Tachycardia, fast heart rate. The suffix, now this is suffix now. Okay, itis. I think we heard this a lot. Right? What does that mean? A, B, C, or D? Okay. It means like hepatitis. What hepatitis mean? Inflammation of liver, hepatitis. This is liver itis mean inflammation. Inflammations of liver. So itis mean inflammation. Yeah, the suffix algae. This one mean pain. Okay, pain. The suffix asthenia. Okay, asthenia means means weakness. The suffix scopy, microscopy, for example, microscopy. Okay, so micro means small. Okay, scopy means viewing. So this is equipment that's used to view small organism. Okay, so scopy means viewing. The suffix desis mean, okay, this one mean binding. The suffix cytosis, okay, means A, B, C, or D. Cyte or cyto means cell. So this one will be related to cell, okay? So conditions of cell, cytosis. The suffix derma, okay? A, B, C, or D. Derm or derma means skin. Okay, so this is gonna be skin. The suffix ectasia. Ectasia mean ectasia. It means dilate. Okay, it's dilations. The suffix means side. The suffix side means A, B, C, or D. Just remember this. Pesticide. What is that? This is the one that pest, the one that kill the pest. Okay, therefore, side means killing. Okay, herbicide, the one that kill the herbs, okay, which is plants that you don't need it. The suffix form, okay, is also morph, the same as morph, which is the shape. Okay, when we talk about morphology, for example, this is the science of shape. How animal look like, okay, like plant morphology, how the plants look like, the shape of the plant. The suffix ectomy means A, B, C, or D. So ectomy is mean remove, okay, removal of. Ectomy, for example, the removal of tube, uterine tube. The suffix gram, grams, mean A, B, C, or D. So grams mean recording. Okay, this is for recording. And then graphs. graph. So gram is recording, but the graph is the instrument. The instrument for recording. Now, how about graphy? Okay, graphy. Gram, we have gram recording, graph instrument for recording. Then graphy will be the process. Okay, process of recording. The suffix "ema". "Ema" means A, B, C, or D. This is main condition. Okay, "ema" means condition. How about edema? Okay, edema. It means A, B, C, or D. Edema means swelling. Okay, swelling. How about classes? The suffix classes. Classes mean breaking. Okay, so breaking. How about emesis? Emesis, someone have emesis is mean vomiting. Paros. Okay, A, B, C, or D. Sometimes if you learn about animal, there is animal that forest, for example. Okay, or oviparous. Okay, so OP mean egg, PP mean born or give birth. Okay, so this is related to production. So animal, oviparous animal is mean that animal that produce or reproduce by laying the egg. Viviparous is animal that reproduce by giving a birth, okay, a baby. So that parous mean producing. It's related to reproduction. About poiesis. Okay, poiesis. A, B, C, or D. This is very similar. Like we have hematopoiesis. Okay. So hema, this is related to blood. Okay, blood cell. Poiesis means production. So hematopoiesis means process of production of blood, which is in the red bone marrow. So poiesis means production. Kinesia. Okay, it should be easy. Okay, A, B, C, or D. This is like kinetic. Kinetics means movement. Okay, so it's going to be movement. Phobia. I think this should be really easy. Okay, people that fear of spider. Okay, it says phobia, arachnophobia, for example. The fear of spider. Fear of. Okay, the opposite of phobia is philia. Philia means love of. Okay. Phobia, fear of, philia, love of or love to. ISIS, okay, ISIS, okay. This is related to condition, okay, especially disease, okay, a pathological condition, disease. X, okay, the suffix X mean this is related to treatment. Cis, the suffix cis mean this is also condition. Now identify the suffix for the process of surgical cutting. Okay, this is anatomy. Okay, surgical cutting, which is tomy over here. Okay, tomy is related to surgical cutting. Ectomy, this is removal. Remember, removal of. Identify the suffix of softening. Softening. Okay, A, B, C, or D. Maybe you have heard a disease called osteomalacia. This is especially for the elder. What happened with them? Their bone become softer. Osteomalacia means disease or abnormality, especially on the elderly, where their bone is become softer. So malacia means softening. Identify the suffix for breakdown or destruction. Breakdown, destruction. A, B, C, or D. Maybe you heard about hydrolysis. Okay, so lysis, hydro mean water. Okay, so this is the process of breakdown or bigger molecule, like for example sugar, using the water. So this is cut or breakdown, okay, or destruction is a lysis. Hemolysis, for example. Hemolysis. This is the process of blood, okay, blood cell that is broken down. Especially when you put the blood cells in the water, it will cause hemolysis. The blood cell become destroyed. Okay, so this is destruction. Identify the suffix for drooping. Drooping is the optosis. How about the suffix for tumor? Okay, plasia, stasis, osis, or oma. So if you see oma, this is tumor. Like for example, melanoma. Yeah, maybe you have heard a cancer or tumor called the melanoma. So this is related to melanin, okay, which is dark skin pigment, okay. Oma over here is cancer or tumor. So the cancer of skin, okay, one of the type of cancer of skin usually arise in the melanocyte, okay, the dark skin, the skin cell that produce the melanin, dark skin pigment. So oma is tumor or cancer. How about immature tumor? It's going to be really similar. So oma, but it's not developed yet. So it is called a blastoma, immature tumor. How about the suffix for expanding? Expanding. Okay. Expanding is ectasis. It's almost the same as dilate. Remember, ectasis also dilate or expanding. Dilating. Identify the suffix for new opening. New opening. A, B, C, or D. So new opening is stomy. Identify the suffix for resembling. Resembling. Similar. Resembling. This is oid. Okay, oid means resemblance. The suffix for study or practice of or science. Okay? I think it is not that difficult. This is the logi. The suffix for turning, turning. A, B, C, or D. This is going to be version. Like for example, if we have food like this, let's say this is our body. So we have food like this. Okay. When you're turning your food inside like that, okay, this is called the inversion, turning the food inside, inversion, turning. If you put it outside, you turn the food outside, it's called the eversion. This is eversion, which is turning the food outside. Okay, so turning means version. Identify the suffix for speech. A, B, C, or D. Okay, so speech means fascia. There is some people that have abnormality, they cannot speech, they cannot release speech, okay? They have problem of speech. It's called the A. Remember, A means no or without. So this disease is called the aphasia. Okay, this is speech, this is without or unable or abnormal. Okay, so this disease called the aphasia, which is someone have difficulty to speech. Identify the suffix eating, eating. A, B, C, or D. It's gonna be this one, phage. So maybe you have heard about white blood cell. It's called the macrophage. Okay, the macrophage is big white blood cell that eat bacteria. So they actually destroy bacteria by eating, like eating them. Okay? So that's macrophage, big eater. So phage means eat or eating. The suffix for breathing, breathing. Okay? A, B, C, or D. Again, you might heard someone that have problem with breathing, especially during sleeping. What they have sleep apnea. What is apnea mean? Remember, ap mean no, or without, or abnormal, or difficult. Okay, so apnea mean breathing. So apnea mean difficult or abnormal breathing. Identify the suffix of fission, okay, for fission. A, B, C, or D. Okay, you might heard about people that have myopia, hyperopia, and etc. Okay, so this opia over here is mean fission. Okay, myopia, this is for older people. They usually have difficulty to read closer object or to see closer object. So opia means fission. Identify the suffix of narrowing. Narrowing. A, B, C, or D. You might heard when someone have the heart disease, for example, and then doctor perform the surgery because they have narrowing of their blood vessel, and they put the stenosis or stents. So stenosis or stents, this is as narrowing. Identify the suffix for strength. Strength. Strength is asthenia. Few. The suffix for few is the same as fission, few, which is using that opsy. Okay, like for example, biopsy. Okay, biopsy. What is mean? It's mean viewing the living cell. Living cell. So usually to know whether there is a cancer cell or not, sometimes doctor perform biopsy, viewing the living cell. Identify the suffix of feeling. Feeling. Yeah, maybe you heard a lot about this. Okay, when people so happy, what they have, euphoria. So this is phoria, feeling. Tendons. This is chapter 4 now. Okay, tendons are type of. There are 3 types of tissue: epithelial, connective, muscles, and nerve. Tendon is a type of connective tissue. The messages are transmitted by what type of tissue? The one that carry messages, okay, or impulses, is the nerve. It's gonna be nerve tissue. The blank plane divide the body into left and right half. Sagittal or mid-sagittal, coronal or frontal, C, transverse or cross. Which one? So let's say this is our body like this. Okay. Okay. So this body can be divided into several sides. Okay. So if we divide them like this, okay, you have right side and left side, for example. So this type of plane is called sagittal. Okay, sagittal divide the body into left and right side. Okay, so this is going to be the answer over here. The mid-sagittal is really divide body in the same part. Okay, And then if we divide the body up like this, up and bottom, then this plane is called cross or transverse. Okay, let's say the other one is like this. Let's say this is our body. If we divide front and back, this plane is called coronal or frontal. Okay, so there are three types of planes: sagittal, left and right, transverse or cross, up and bottom, or superior, inferior, coronal or frontal, divide the body front and back. Okay, just remember these three types of planes. So for this one, the answer will be the sagittal, especially mid-sagittal, the sagittal that really in the middle of our body. The plane, the blank plane, divide the body into anterior and posterior. Again, if this is our front head like this, if we cut this like that, it's gonna be front, back. Okay, so this plane is called the coronal plane or frontal plane. Okay, so it has two names actually, coronal or frontal. The blank plane divides the body into superior, top, and inferior. Again, if it is our body, if we cut like this, top, bottom, okay, so this cut or this plane is called cross or transverse, transversal plane or cross plane. The major cavity in the back of the body is the A, B, C, or D. Okay, so if we have our body, let's say this is our head, okay, and then this is our, okay, let's say like that. So we actually have a space or cavity on the back over here, from the top, go down like this. So I'm gonna make color over here, okay? So this is a cavity over here. So the cavity over here is actually protect the brain, okay? And the cavity, long cavity over here is actually protect the spinal cord, okay? So the cavity on the back, okay, both of this is called dorsal body cavity. Okay, that consists of cranial cavity, which is protect the brain, and the spinal canal that protect the spinal cord. And then at front, you also have cavity over here. This is the one that where your lungs and the heart located, and a very big cavity on the abdomen. Okay, so both of this is called the ventral body cavity. That consists of, this is called the thoracic cavity, chest cavity, and the biggest one over here is called the abdominopelvic cavity. Okay, so both of this is called the ventral body cavity. Now the question is, Okay, asking you the major cavity on the back, on the dorsal. Okay, therefore the answer will be dorsal body cavity. Now, how about the major cavity in the front? So front means ventral. Okay, so it's going to be ventral cavity. The heart is located in the dorsal, ventral, thoracic, of abdominopelvic. Again, remember that when we have this, okay, so we have dorsal body cavity that consists of cranial cavity, okay, and spinal canal. Okay, this is dorsal body cavity. Okay, DBC. Okay, and then in the front we have thoracic cavity and abdominopelvic cavity. Both of them is called the ventral body cavity. Okay, so where is your heart? Your heart will be in the ventral body cavity over here. However, this is actually asking you the precise location, whether in the thoracic or abdominopelvic, whether in your chest or in your belly. So the answer will be our chest. Okay, this is the heart located, which is the chest, thoracic cavity. Okay, so that's the correct answer. You can answer this one also. This is also correct, but it's not really precise location, because ventral cavity, it could be thoracic, it could be abdominopelvic. So the precise location for the heart will be in the chest, the thoracic cavity. The stomach is blank to the large intestine. So this is actually asking you the direction. Okay, this is directional term, terminology, asking you direction. So the stomach is A, B, C, or D, superior, inferior, or lateral, or medial. So if you see our body, so we have stomach over here, right? Stomach. And then under that stomach, we have large intestine. So stomach, then there is large intestine. Now, where is the stomach located? It is on the, so if it is above, it's called superior. If it is below, it's called inferior. So based on this information, then we know the stomach is superior to large intestine. So this should be the answer. Okay? The stomach is superior to the large intestine. Now, how about this one? Okay, nose. This is our nose. This is mouth. Okay, where is nose located compared to the mouth? Again, it is top means superior. If it is below, mean inferior. Okay, so the answer will be the nose is superior to the mouth. Superior. Now, how about, let's say, this is eyes, right? You have ear over here. Okay. Now, how about the ear compared to the eyes. So the one that's going out like this is called lateral. Okay? The one that is in is called the medial. Okay? So if the question asking you the eyes and the ear, then you can say the ear is lateral to the eyes. The eyes is medial to the ear. Nose is superior to the mouth, right? The mouth is inferior to the nose. Okay, so I hope you understand that direction. The area below stomach is called A, B, C, or D. So this is actually okay. So this is a stomach over here. Okay. So stomach, another girl is called gaster. If it is on the top, it's called epi. If it is below, it's called hypo. Okay. So hypo and epi. So below, the question is below. Below stomach is called the hypogaster or hypogastric. The nurse explained to the patient that the gallbladder is in the blank quadrant. So let's say this is our abdominal pelvic cavity, okay, which is our belly area. Let's say this is belly button over here, okay, it's our navel. So it can be divided into 4 quadrants like this. Okay, so 4 quadrants. This is belly button. Okay, or navel. Okay, now the top right is called the right upper quadrant. This one's going to be left upper quadrant. Okay, the one bottom is going to be right, okay, lower quadrant. This one going to be left lower quadrant. Okay, now where our, gonna use different color over here, where our organs located. Let's say this is our stomach, okay? And then you have small intestine and large intestine. You have rectum over here and anus over there. Okay, this is stomach. You also have liver over here, right? Have liver. Okay. There is a small organ, it's called gallbladder, located in this liver. This is gallbladder. Okay. And also in the before the large intestine, between the small intestine and large intestine, there is a small organ, it's called appendix. Okay, appendix. Now, based on this information, you can actually locate where the gallbladder located. Okay? The gallbladder located in the right, in the right upper quadrant. This is where the gallbladder located. It's going to be right upper quadrant. So that's the answer. Now, how about the appendix? Appendix will be here, which is on the right, okay, right lower quadrant. Okay, that's going to be the appendix. So for the gallbladder, again, it is located in the right upper quadrant of our abdominopelvic cavity. Okay. The last question over here. The nurse explained the patient's, the appendix is in there. Again, if it is the belly buttons, you have stomach, small intestine, and then large intestine. Before the large intestine, there is appendix over here. Okay, so this is right upper quadrant, left upper quadrant. This is right lower quadrant. This is left lower quadrant. So appendix is in the right lower quadrant. That should be the answer. I think that's enough for this exercise and the study guide. Again, please study chapter 1, 2, 3, and 4 before taking this exercise. And I believe you will get a very good score if you perform this exercise for several times. Thank you very much, and goodbye, and also good luck.